Fantastic. Welcome to tonight's program.
Please be quiet, encouraged, and silence your cell phone, or you will have to swing from your gobble to your back and feed into the geese.
And you will know more about that in just a minute. First of all, a huge thank you to the writer of this brilliant play. It comes from James Thuber's book, 13 Clocks. Thank you, Christian Ford, directing, writing, and extraordinary talent. A couple things to keep in mind. One, if you like Shakespeare, I think you're going to like James Thuber or like Christian Ford. There's a whimsical delivery of words that you'll have never heard of. Just go with it. The energy should be delightful, the acting is amazing, and your kids make this place called Odyssey a very special place. To all of you, let's have a great night.
Once upon a time, there was a gloomy castle on a lonely hill.
In this castle, there lived a cold, aggressive queen and her nephew, the prince.
Prince Selwyn, he was warm in every wind and weather, but the queen was always cold. The queen wore gloves when she was asleep, and she wore gloves when she was awake.
Her nights were spent in evil dreams, and her days were given to wicked schemes. She was walking cackle about the castle, thinking up impossible feats for the suitors of Selwyn. For she did not wish to give his hand in marriage.
They were told to cut a slice of moon,
or change the ocean into wine.
They were set to finding things that never were,
and building things that could not be.
They came,
and tried,
and failed,
and never came again.
Tad lies frozen here.
In this castle, there were also 13 clocks that wouldn't go. They had frozen on a snowy night many years before, and after that, it was 10 to 5, and never anymore.
It's always then.
It's never now.
The queen was afraid of now, but she tampered with the clocks to see if they'd go, praying that they wouldn't. It was how she passed the time when she wasn't slaying passing suitors.
What is the difference in length of my legs?
Why, one is shorter than the other.
Ooh! She was supposed to say why. One is longer than the other.
Others she killed for trampling her camellias,
or failing to praise her wine,
staring too long at her gloves,
gazing too long at her nephew.
Some were slain for dropping spoons,
or wearing rings.
And
some were slain for having names that start with X.
People, I'm a journeying minstrel here to entertain you and win coins to buy my drink. Would you prefer I was a wandering princess hidden in rags and patches?
Have you come to win the prince?
Have you come to fight the queen?
I have come to sing a song and move along, sight unseen.
But come now, lass. All princesses have ambition.
My ambition begins and ends with coins, which I will take with your permission.
But if you can turn the rain to silver, he is yours.
If I could turn the rain to silver, I would be content. If you can slay the thorny boar of Bory Thorn, he is yours. There is no thorny boar of Bory Thorn, which makes it hard.
Not as hard as his unscorned sword. She will slit you from your guggle to your zatch.
Queen's hand is cold enough to stop a puzzle, strong enough to choke a bull, and swift enough to catch the wind. She makes up minstrels and pursuits like crackers. Then I shall not stop to sup soup with the queen, nor will I trample her camellias, spill her wine, blunt her sword, draw stop her spoons, measure her legs, or make the slightest inquiry about the prince. No, what I will do is sing a song. For which of you?
This is no princess.
Or perhaps she doesn't like the price of being the princess.
Sing me a song, oh princess, and make it mocking of the queen. Anyone?
In pursuit, like crackers.
Hark, hark, the dogs do bark, but only 1 in 3. They bark at those in velvet gowns, they never bark at me. The queen is fond of velvet gowns, she'll ask you all to tea. But I'm in rags and I'm in tags, she'll never send for me. Hark, hark, the dogs do bark, the queen is fond of kittens. She likes to take their insides out and use their fur for mittens. I've seen you. You are Zorna of the kingdom of Zorn, a princess. And if I be, then what? Then you have come to win the prince. Where is it written that princesses must rescue princes? Nowhere. Yes, nowhere. But in the heart of my father, the king. I rescued your mother when she was only a princess, and you'll do the same as I've done. It's a tradition for fools and hobbledehoys, and I refuse to be either. In freedom, I am rich. And courage, I fear. You will not escape the fury of the queen. She'll slit you from your guggle to your zatch. Be she queen or bat, she cannot hear from there. This is so, but she need only hear whisper. Who was that? The cold queen's fine chief, a woman named Whisper. Tomorrow, she'll die. She'll die because, to name your sins, she'll have to mention mittens. I'll leave it once for other lands, for I have mentioned mittens. You'll never live to wed her nephew. You'll only die to feed your goose. Goodbye, good night, and sorry. Hark, hark, the dogs do bark. The cravens are going to bed. Some will rise to greet the sun, but Whisper will be dead.
Whether minstrel or princess, or both or neither, Zinga made haste to leave the village.
Sad to say that only now did Zinga come to understand.
But the village was an island,
Surrounded by cold, rushing waters.
with one raised bridge. A soft finger touched her shoulder, and she turned to see a little man smiling in the moonlight.
If you have nothing better than your songs, you are somewhat less than much, and only a little more than anything. I am the Gilix.
He wore an indescribable hat, and his eyes were wide and astonished, as if everything was happening for the very first time. And he had a dark, describable beard.
I am the only Gilix in the world, and not a mere device.
You resemble one.
I resemble only half the things I say I don't. The other half resemble me. I must always be on hand when people are in peril.
The peril is my own.
The peril, it is deep. But Princess's peril is peril non-peril.
What?
The princess's own peril. And like you, he did not choose what he was born to.
If I was born to be a princess, and Selwyn to be a prince, what were you born to?
Magic. By accident and by happenstance. sense, but magic.
So princess in disguise meets a magical being. I suppose I should place my faith in you and follow where you lead.
Not so fast. Half the places I have been never were. I make things up and I make mistakes, but I am on the side of good.
The minstrel felt a vague uncertainty.
The queen has heard your songs and prepares to feed you to the geese. We must invent a tale in which to make the queen believe that slaying you would light a light in someone else's heart. She hates that. You must say a certain duke and lady cannot be wed until the second evening after the queen has fed you to the geese.
I wish you would not keep saying that.
The tale sounds true and very like a witch's spell. I'm certain the queen will stir her hand. I think.
Halt!
Do not arrest my friend.
What friend?
Maybe she's in the gullies.
There isn't a Gollux. I can just one now.
The minstrel's uncertainty increased.
Fallen Jessica Bond!
What manner of duke is this you speak of? And what manner of lady does he love?
A noble duke and a noble lady. When they are wed, 1,000,000 people will be glad.
I think there is no duke or lady who would wed up by slave, but I am neither sure nor certain.
We shall think of some amusing task for you to do.
The prince's song was elfin, with his hair in golden ringlets, and he wore serenity like a rainbow. It was not easy to tell his mouth from a ruby or his brow from alabaster. His voice was faraway music, and his eyes were candles burning.
Rags and tags and tatters will play our little game.
I wish her well.
To the dungeon!
You'll find the most amusing bats and spiders there.
I wish her well.
Take care. You're on my phone.
How came you here?
I forgot something. I forgot to tell you the task the queen will set for you. Strike a light! So that I have hold of has no head.
The task. You came to tell me.
Tell the queen you will hunt the boar, or travel thrice around the moon, or even turn November into June, but implore her not to send you out to find 1,000 jewels.
And then?
And then she'll send you out to find 1,000 jewels.
But I'm a poor minstrel.
Come, you're Zorn of Zorn. I had it from a treble I met. Your father's casks and coffers shine with rubies and sapphires.
My father lives in Zorn, and it would take me 99 days. In labors, a certain time is always set. I might be at sea when mine expires.
That's another problem for another day. Time is for dragonflies and angels.
The queen commands your presence.
What was that?
What was what?
I know not. I thought I heard the sound of someone laughing.
Is the queen afraid of laughter?
The queen is not afraid of anything, not even
The total. The total?
The total.
What is the total?
The total looks like a blob of glop. It makes it sound like rabbits screaming.
It smells of old, unopened rooms and is waiting for the queen to fail in some endeavor. Such as setting me a task at which I succeed. What then? Then the blob will go up.
It is an agent of the devil sent to punish evildoers for having done less evil than they should. I talk too much. Come. Let's go.
So, you would hunt the boar, or travel thrice around the moon, or turn November into June.
November into June and travel thrice around the moon.
I'm not sure how, but I would be willing to try.
Selwyn in November turns November into June. A cow can travel thrice around the moon, and anyone can merely hunt the boar. I have another plan for you. I'll send you out to find 1,000 jewels and bring them back.
But I'm a poor minstrel.
You are a thing of rubies and sapphires. Your father's casks and vaults and coffers shine with jewels. In 60 days, you could sail to Zorna and return.
But it always takes my father 3 and 30 days to make decisions.
So you would have me give you 90 days.
That would be fair, but how do you know I'm Zorna of Zorn?
I have a spy named Hark. This is Hark, who found your noble attire hidden outside the village. And this is Listen. They are my spies.
There's no one there.
Listen is invisible. He can be heard, but never seen.
They are here to learn the mark and measure of your task. For I am giving you 90 hours. Not 90 days.
To fetch 1,000 jewels and bring them here.
Oh, and when you return, the 13 clocks here in the castle must all be striking 5.
But the hands are frozen. The clocks are dead.
Ah, so they are. But never mind. There are no jewels to be found in 90 hours. Except my own.
A pretty task.
Yes, indeed.
Ingenious.
And if I should succeed, I wish her well.
I hired a witch to cast a little spell upon him. In my presence, he can only say,
I wish her well.
a clever spell.
An awful spell.
And if you should fail,
She'll slit you from your guggle to your zack and feed you to the total.
I've heard of it.
You've only heard of half of it. The other half is worse.
it's made of lip. It feels as if it's been dead at least a dozen days, but it moves about like monkeys and like shadows. The total can't be killed.
It gleeps.
What's gleeping?
Princess, time is wasting. You already have 8 and 90 hours. We wish you the strangest kind of luck.
One last word and warning. I would not trust the Gullix. He cannot tell what can be from what can't.
He seldom knows what should be from what is.
Thank you. Even if I would rather not need rescuing. You're welcome. Even if a rescuer I'd rather not be. Then how do you come to be one? I was trapped. This I know. Will you forgive me if I do not wish you well? are not so wise as she thinks you think you are.
I think she is not so wise as she thinks I think she is. I was there. I know the terms.
How were you there?
I am listened, or at any rate, the queen thinks I am. And never trust the spy who cannot see it. For she is lamer than I am old, and I am shorter than she is cold. But it may come to you with some surprise that I am wiser than she is wise.
You are the most remarkable man in the world.
I thought not so, not a moment since, and it was not the apple from the quince.
You said you had plans.
What plans?
You didn't say.
There was a treasure ship that sang, but come to think of it, the queen ransacked the ship and stole all the jewels.
So much for that.
If it were to hail, we could stain the hail with blood, and it might turn into rubies. So much for that.
The task is hard and cannot be done.
There was a woman on this isle gifted with the strangest gift of all. For when she weeps, what do you think she weeps?
Jules, this seems almost too easy. Where does this wondrous woman dwell?
Over mountain, over stream, by way of storm and thunder, and hut so high, or deep, I can never remember which. It cannot be seen. Come, for it will take 99 hours more or less to come and go. We must be on our way. It's this way. Or that way. Make up my mind, would you?
How can I make up your mind if you cannot?
You have a rose, do you not? It's this way. Wait. It's this way. No, it's this way.
I have told my tales to Haga. I have told her tales of lovers lost in April. I told her tales of maidens drowned in fountains. I told her tales of babies lost in woods and lost in mountains. I told her tales of princesses fed to geese. I even told her tales of how I lost my youngest niece.
This is sad and getting sad.
The way is long and getting longer. The way is dark and getting darker. I wish you well. Yet Haga weeps no more. I wish you luck. There is none.
From the sky came the crying of flies,
And pilgrims leaped,
over a bleeding sheep,
creeping knee-deep in a steep stream,
in which swift and slippery snakes,
slid and slithered soakily.
whispering sinful secrets.
How many hours do we have left?
If we can make her weep within the hour, we'll barely make it.
I weep no more. Hello.
I have tales that could make a hangman weep. I have tales that could disturb a dragon's sleep.
Or even make the total sigh.
Once I wept when ships were overdue, or brooks ran dry, or sheep got something in their eye. Once I wept when maids were married underneath the middle moon. I weep no more when maids are buried, even in the month of June.
You have the emotions of a fish.
Come in. Those are jewels of laughter, and jewels of laughter always turn to tears after a fortnight. And it's been a fortnight exactly since I laid those there.
You must think of what made you laugh.
I do not know, for it has been 14 days ago. I laugh at nothing that has been or is.
Then we'll think of things that will be, aren't now, and never were. I'll think of something. A decoy whose terrible hobble cast only stone-nosed cobble, from bats that were dinged, from a shot that was slain, but never hit ink that were bubble. There was an old cuddle Somali. He talked in a glut that was Polly. His gauze were so goo that his laps became dew, and he only ate pops that were lolly. A go-to escape. Third time is always the charm.
Save your charm. Save your charm for the shining of the clock.
You're invited to the 13 Clocks Cafe for intermission, and we'll be back.
Where is it?
12 minutes. It's in the 5-6.
Nice job!
Okay, there's the breakfast over.
How goes the night?
The moon is down.
I mean, how much time remains?
How much time remains?
I don't know. The clocks are broken. They're not broken. They're dead. Perhaps time froze here. Someone left the windows open many a cold and snowy year ago. Bah, I slew time.
She slew it! She wiped her bloody sword upon its beard.
There are no tools. We'll have to bring me pebbles from the sea or mica from the meadows. How goes the night? I should say they have some 40 minutes left. They'll never make it. They're drowned, or broke their legs, or lost their way. Where were they going? I don't know. Listen followed them. I have not seen Listen. Who has? I do not trust him. I like a spy that I can see. Listen! Listen! I'm cold. Cold? You always are. I'm colder. And never tell me what I always am. Miss Whisper. The geese seem to like him. Silence. What was that? What did it sound like? Like princesses stealing upstairs. Like the going of the only warm hand in the castle. Who loses someone loses the fire of setting suns, but the cold, cheerless flame of jewels. His eyes are candles burning in a shrine. His feet appear to me as doves, and his fingers bloom upon his chest like flowers. That is scarcely the way to speak of one's own nephew. He's not my nephew. I stole him. I stole him from the castle of a king. I snatched him from the bosom of a sleeping queen. When he turns 21, I will wed him, and that day is tomorrow. What was that? I do not know what that was, but it is the only one that ever was. Perhaps the total is impatient with your patience. I had to wait. The boy's nursemaid happened to be a witch who placed a spell on me. What were the terms of the spell, besides the waiting? I must keep him in a chamber where he is safe from me. I like that part. We hate it! And I must give any princess the right to seek his hand in marriage. I've done that, too. In spells of this sort, one always finds a chink or a loophole. How did the witch announce this part? Like this. He can be saved, but only by a princess whose name begins with X and doesn't.
There's no princess whose name begins with X and doesn't.
The princess is Zorna of Zorn. but to your terror and distaste, she once posed as a minstrel. Her name was Zinga, then. It wasn't. This is the princess whose name begins with X.
Nobody ever tells me anything.
Listen, make your report. What does he feel like? Have you felt him?
The prince?
Listen!
He's 5 feet high, has a beard, and something on his head that I can't describe.
The Gullets! You felt the Gullets! I hired him as a spy, and I didn't even know it. What insolence is this?
A ball.
I know that! But why? What does its ghastly presence signify?
If found, return to the Gullux.
The Gullets knows not what is dead from what is dying.
From where he's been, from where he's going.
Striking clocks from clocks that never strike. What impudence is this?
There's someone up there.
I'll have your goggles on my sword for playing with me. Call out the guards.
There are 11 guards. Each one guards a clock. You and I are guarding these.
Call out the guards.
Why wait for clocks that never strike? I'll slay the Gullux and the princess and marry Selwyn.
Our time is marked in minutes. Start the clocks.
I cannot start the clocks. The princess faces 13 men. That is hard.
Yes, well, we face 13 clocks, and that is harder. Start the clocks.
How can I start the clocks?
You are smarter than age is old, and your hand is warmer than snow is cold. Touch the clocks to make them go. Again.
Use magic.
I have no magic to depend on. Try the other clock.
Use the logic then.
You can touch the clocks and not start them, and you can start the clocks and not touch them. That's logic because I know and use it.
It's never then. It's always now.
I hear the sound of time, and yet I slew it.
And she wiped her bloody sword upon its beard.
Come out, you brooding maid. Stand forward, Zorn of Zorn.
She's not here.
Of course she's not. The guards have her. 11 to 1.
Well, I once witnessed a mysterious princess vanquish a dozen men at once.
Yes, and she must have been Zorn of Zorn. I will slay her myself.
She slew time with that.
I slew time with the blunt hand that grips this sword. And time is greater far than Zorn of Zorn.
No mortal can murder time. And even if they could, there's something else. The clockwork in a boy's heart that strikes the hours of youth and love, knows the floodward swan from winter snow, and the summer afternoons, tulip time.
You sicken me with your chocolate chatter. Your tongue is made of candy. I'll get this ragged princess and frame as mister. If there were light, I'd show you on my sleeve the old ground stains of seconds. I slew time in these gloomy halls and let my
Shut up! You are the most aggressive villain in the world. I've always meant to tell you that. I've said it, and I'm glad.
silence! Where are we?
This is the hidden door that leads into the oak room.
Open.
2,
3,
4.
5. The task is done. The terms are met.
They're false.
They must be colored pebbles. The task is done. The terms are met. Not until I count them. If there be only one that isn't here, I wed Prince Owen tomorrow.
Gruesome. I just tried to on a nephew.
He's not a nephew. She stole him. We all have flaws, and mine is being wicked.
Who is my father then?
Did not the Golax? Well, your father is the good King Gawain of Yarrow.
But I knew that once.
This tale is much too tidy for my taste. It is neat, and to my taste, quite refreshing. If I may introduce myself, I am a spy of the good King Gawain of Yarrow himself.
That I didn't know. You could have saved the prince many years ago.
This part I hate to tell, but I was under a witch's spell.
What is it with witches' spells?
I cannot even trust the spies I see. You platitude, you mere device, you Golax Sax Machina!
Quiet, you gleaming thief!
998. 999. The prince belongs to me. 1,000. What are you waiting for? Depart. If you be gone forever, it will not be long enough. If you come back never again, it will be too soon. My jewels will last till eternity. Well, a fair wind stands for Yarrow. A ship lies ready in the harbor.
Keep warm and ride close together.
Well, indeed, I have passed the test. Yes. Your father will be pleased. Yes, and yours. Yes. I suppose you expect that I'm to be married. Oh, yes. Well, with being locked in the tower all these years. And with the rescue. Yes, yes. I suppose it's how these things go. Is it? In the storybooks, I mean. The Queen never let me read storybooks. No? Well, that is the way they mostly end. Happily? Ever after. I have to admit, this is not the ever after I was expecting. It may take a little bit of getting used to. Time is what we have. When the music of the clock strikes the hours of youth and love, we may learn the southward swan from the winter snow and the summer afternoons from tulip time. What say you, Selwyn? I say yes.
Your ship sails within the hour.
It sails at midnight.
Yes, well, I can't remember.
There's only one thing I must get. Wubby wubby boo boo. Come, princess. Let us begin our hours of youth.
You sail to Yarrow with them?
I must stay here a fortnight longer. So runs my witch's spell. And it will give me time to tidy up.
I will help you untie Krang.
One fortnight later.
The fortnight is done, my queen. I depart. I would wish you well, but... Bah! Bah! What slush is this?
suddenly moved across the room, like monkeys and like shadows.
Come on, you blob of glub! You may frighten off the pie to death, but not the Queen of Common Castle! On guard, you musty sofa!
Master, wait!
The total gleams. As the last spy of the Queen of Coffin Castle stood alone and lonely in his gloomy room, looked out to sea and thought she saw
The distinct shining shores of ever after.
your guess is as good as mine.
There are many things that shine,
But I have always thought she did.
and I will always think so.
It's over, go home. Oh, man, what'd you think? Wasn't that a brilliant We do not have enough flowers to be handed out to all of you who contributed. But we have two special and most gracious gifts. One for the costume. Can you believe this? And to a gentleman who's given us a new vocabulary, right? To Christian.
Okay. And where's Josh? Okay. So there's a donations box for